Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another YouTube video. And in this one we're going to be counting down the top 5 new Team Affinity cards released here in the past week. A lot of fun new cards, every single team getting a new card. We'll kind of rank my top 5 here, and yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into it with my number 5 pick from the Miami Marlins. He's a really great prospect card, and I honestly do believe that he's one of the best shortstops in the game right now. Yeah, Chisolm. Really up until this point of the game, don't have a whole lot of cards with good defense, so you really love to see it here. You got that diamond defense, got the pretty solid power against both sides. Contact vision a little bit low, but contact against righties is fine, and the power against righties is very, very good. And he's a lefty bat, throws righty, plays short and second from the Bahamas. 5'11", so he doesn't really have that crazy, tall strike zone, which you love to see. But yeah, 88 fielding, 89 arm. Coupled with the 84 speed, really a great card. Not a whole lot you can complain about here. We'll head over to his quirks, though. Obviously that first one, the bomber quirk, is very, very good. Excels at hitting home runs. It's honestly in the current meta, that's really what you want. So happy to see that on a card. And he's got sniper, got the unbreakable as well. So just a lot of great things to say about this card. Coming in at number 5. Again, what's kind of crazy is that they get better from here. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop right into number 4. Okay, so at number 4 here, we have the Angels Future Stars card, Brandon Marsh. Really think he's one of the best center fielders in the game. All these cards kind of getting released really are some solid cards, but some of them are really, honestly, the best at the positions. But this Brandon Marsh card, is a great example of a kind of a dual-wielding center fielder. Got great hitting stats, great fielding stats, and even got pretty solid speed as well. Not quite going to be able to swipe every single bag, but 85 speed is definitely going to be very very helpful when you're trying to go first to third or score a guy from second. Really, the speed helps, and another lefty bat on the lineup really helps out, especially with how much righty pitching there is in this year's game. But yeah, we'll go to the stats. So 94 contact, 90 contacting his lefties and righties. Those are two very, very solid stats. You can go into the power and the vision. Obviously, the vision kind of the lowest attribute on this card, but still 69 vision, not terrible there. Still able to kind of work with it, especially on Hall of Fame and even All-Star. Not going to be too big of a problem there for you. On Legend, 69 vision is not great, but it'll definitely be able to work. Definitely don't see a whole lot of problems with that in the future. But, power is good. Contact's great. And, that arm from center fielder there is very, very helpful. He's got a lot of speed in center, too, so that helps. Hopefully, he's not going to hit a whole lot of balls in the gap. Brandon Marsh can hopefully get there, track some of those balls down. And with that 90 arm, hopefully he can, throw somebody home in the process. But, yeah. Great card here, number 4. And what's crazy is that it gets better from here. We'll go take a look at number 3 right now. All right, so at number 3, we have the Cardinals Future Stars card, Nolan Gorman, the third baseman. Really solid prospect card. And again, I do want to kind of reiterate here, these are my own personal opinions. And, I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Maybe why don't you guys go ahead and rank your top 5 Future Stars card that they recently released. Honestly, I feel like, mine are pretty fair, but I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say. But, yeah, getting back to this Nolan Gorman card, a 95 overall diamond, that's very, very solid. Great power and contact against righties, and the power against lefties and contact, honestly, both those are really solid. So, kind of a righty killer, and, still solid against lefties, which you love to see. Vision, again, a little bit low, but you get 66 vision. They're not terrible. Going to be able to kind of cope with Hall of Fame and All-Star and below. But, Legend can give you a little bit of difficulties, but shouldn't really see a whole lot of problems there. Good clutch, good decision. And, yeah, not a whole lot of complaints on this card. Obviously, he's at third base, playing the hot corner. Also can play, has secondary at second. Secondary at first. But, yeah, good fielding, good arm strength. So, he's going to be able to make some of those better plays over there at third. Not a whole lot of speed, but, out of a third baseman, I don't really expect to see a crazy amount of speed. And I feel like this is definitely going to suffice for Nolan Gorman. Really a big fan of this card. Let's take a look at his quirks. Again, got that hitting machine. Those are very, very helpful when you're going into those online games. Excels getting base hits. That's honestly one of the best you can have. The more abilities to get base hits, the better. But, yeah, again, the power against righties and the power against lefties, very, very kind of good argumentative points for this to kind of be a top 3 card. I did put this one at number 3. I feel like the list definitely gets a little better from here. And it's crazy to think about it, though. This Nolan Gorman card, a very, very solid player. 108 power against righties. This early on in the game, I really think this is a great card. If you guys are interested in needing a third base, maybe this is your guy. But, we'll progress further down the list. We'll see if that changes. But, yeah, let's head right into number 2. Okay, so coming in at number 2 here, we have, my pick for the best pitcher out of these new Future Stars cards. Brusdar Graterol, a great high velo guy. I got that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, as you guys can see above my head there. Sinker, four-seam, slider, changeup, curveball combination. Those pitches really work in this game, and I really think this card's going to be almost a late game card. With that kind of velo, that kind of pitch selection. This Bruised Dark Glatterall card, very, very good. The only reason it's not number 1, as you guys will see here in a second, very, very good cards to compete with. But, Bruised Dark Glatterall got great velo, 99, got the break at 92, which is going to be very, very helpful for those changeup, curveball, and sliders. Even the sinker as well, just kind of adding a little bit more break to the pitches, kind of always helps out there. You can't really complain about that. The 79 controller could pose a little bit of a problem, but I don't see a whole lot of issues with that. Again, 79 is very, very still usable, very solid. I think Nolan Ryan last year had like a 66 control, and he was still able to locate at most of his pitches. So I feel like the 79 this year should be just fine. Got a pretty good home runs in Ks per 9. The walks per 9 is a little low, but that's again because of that control. And I apologize, home runs per 9 kind of a little bit lower there, but that hits per 9 is very, very solid. So doesn't have the greatest stamina for a starting pitcher. We'll give him that. Only 88. You like to see that number above 100, but if he maybe he has like one less inning, but if they're all strikeout innings, all scoreless, I can't really complain about that. 88 stamina, really not a top tier attribute there, but really I don't think it's gonna really restrict him or hold him back too much. But the 6'1" righty kind of really overpowers him with the velo, and honestly, this is a great pitching card. But before we head into the number 1 selection, guys, I want to do a couple honorable mentions. I think there's a lot of good cards in there. I kind of want to show off 2 honorable mentions, and then we'll hop right into the final card. All right, so at my first honorable mention here, Brady Singer, the great prospect out of Florida. Especially if you guys have seen his Instagram and Twitter. Really great person in real life. But in this game, if you guys look at his pitch selection up there, really got a great combination of pitches. Got that sinker, slurve, four-seam, changeup combination. That slurve is, you like to see that be like a slider, and then also have a curveball at the end. Have the 5-pitch rotation, but I feel like that 4-pitch. If I was to have 4 pitches, those would probably be the ones I would go with. That sinker, four-seam combination. Kind of going to rely on that, and then you kind of get the punch-outs there with the slurves. But just a kind of a filthy card here from Brady Singer. From what I've seen in some gameplay with this card as well, he's got very, very fluid motion, really works out pretty well. Again, going to the stats, though, 76 velo, 88 break, 87 control, all pretty middle of the road stats. But, again, going back to his pitch count, his pitch selection, and that's really what's going to be his weapons. A lot of cards in this game, they'll have great stats on paper. It's just kind of the pitches sometimes just don't work in this game. But Brady Singer's really got the fluid motion, got the right pitch count, and I really think this is going to be the I'm going to call it the second best pitcher out of the future stars. But it's definitely saying a lot. There's a lot of good pitchers in here, and not quite on the same level as Bruised Dark Glatterall. But I definitely think it's a good card. Got great walks and Ks per 9. Home runs per 9 is a little low, and I think that should be because not a whole lot of velo. People are able to score him up a little bit easier, especially on those lower difficulties. But Brady Singer, a great card to have. We'll go ahead and head to our last honorable mention, and then we'll hop into our number 1 ranked card. All right, guys, for my last honorable mention here, we have Alex Kirilloff, the future stars here for the Minnesota Twins. A lefty, bats left, throws left. That's a great combination for a first baseman there. That lefty bat, always love to see it. But again, this card, I feel like it's kind of slept on. Not a lot of people are kind of hyping it up, but it's definitely going to make my honorable mentions list for sure. Really thinking about putting this one in number 5, but it's really, really solid card. Got great hitting stats, and honestly, the fielding stats are very, very solid. It's a first baseman, as you guys kind of saw last year with that Frank Thomas card. Basically had common fielding, still made every single play, and then some. So 81 fielding here should be just fine. 85 arm strength too. You'd like to see that as a first baseman. Got the left field, right field secondaries there. So if he ever has to play out there, he really can with that 85 arm, which you like to see. But good clutch, good decision, good vision, and pretty much all the hitting stats really kind of on par there for a first baseman. 94 overall. There's a lot of good first basemen in this year in this game, but this, Alex Kirilloff really makes his case to be kind of one of the best ones up there. I really like this card a lot. I haven't really got a great chance to use him. Just kept using him in a couple event games, but really liking his swing, and I think it's really gonna be a good card. Actually, we'll have to see kind of how this if my list kind of changes here in the near future. But Alex Kirilloff, great card here, great hitting, great fielding. Kind of an all round lefty bat, and like to see it. So without further ado, let's go ahead and hop right into my number 1 pick. All right, so coming in at number 1 here, we have Nolan Jones. Again, I know a lot of you guys are kind of waiting on me to kind of reveal this card. I really think he's obviously I'm putting him at number 1. I feel like a lot of people are in the same boat as me. You know, future stars here for the Cleveland Indians. Great card. Got that lefty bat with the righty arm over there at third base. Again, looking over at his fielding stats there, 95 arm. That's very, very, very solid. He's also got the first base, left field, and right field secondaries. So I mean, honestly, you stick him up out in the outfield. You know, that fielding's not great. 79. That's definitely adequate though. I feel like he could definitely kind of hide him out there in left field. He would do just fine with that 95 arm though. I really think he could maybe get some throwouts at home. You love to see that. But yeah, the 106 power against righties, 98 power against lefties. Contact against both sides, really doing pretty solid there. Lefty contact's a little low, but you know it'll still work out. The only thing I really don't like about this card is that lower vision. You know, it's gonna be very, very good on the All-Star and kind of lower. Hall of Fame might run into a couple challenges, and then a Legend's gonna be kind of tough to score up some baseballs with them. But I feel like get your PC on there, the ball's gonna sail. So you like to see that. And yeah, taking a look at his quirks here. You know, he's got that bomber and the sniper as well. You know, a lot of cards as you guys can kind of see here have these same quirks, and that kind of like that for a reason. They really work out well. And yeah. Going back to his stats, though, I mean, really not a whole lot you can complain about. Maybe the low vision, but, really very, very well-rounded card here. Nolan Jones, Cleveland Indians. He's going to be my pick for the number 1 new Future Stars card released this week. I don't know. I think this list was pretty fair. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section down below. I'd be interested to see what you guys have to say. And, yeah, we'll kind of see if my list changes here in the near future. I feel like it's pretty fair, but we'll see, That's what we've looked forward to. So, yeah. Appreciate you guys checking out this YouTube video. Hope you guys enjoyed watching it, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.